EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup here, as it'll be the Denver Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Again, it's Harvey. A nice little juke. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? So who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now it's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Broncos.
Nix looking to throw again. He'll swing this out to Harvey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
You know, on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
To throw, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Broncos put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
put a drive together.
Let's go. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
79, Panther 60, Panther 60.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Riley Moss able to get a hand in there and knock it away. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Catch is made by Metcalf. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
70 Lion. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
60 Bison.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Here is 3rd and quite a ways.
Here we go. Start. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Let's go now. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw here. He'll try to do it himself. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be a shootout type of a game. That they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get it later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And the Broncos first down.
Once more with Harvey. And he's going to have the Broncos first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. R.J. Harvey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Sheds off the tackle. Past midfield, look out. Still going past the 30. And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Cowboy. Hey, check smash, check smash.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have got it back to within a score. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 13-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
That's good.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Nick's going to give to Harvey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 124 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll go play action with Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But 2 good plays on this one, Brandon. The first one at the quarterback because the pressure affected his throw. And I think it forced him to throw away from his designated target. And how about the second bit of pressure downfield? Receiver going up for the pass, helping force that incompletion.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
At the 39-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a be 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Nix to the air. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 18. They give them 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Cole is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
He'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
At the 14-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage. Able to knock that one away.
70 Timberwolves.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They've got his man complete. And they get this well outfield across the 45. It's a gain of 34. The big play has him all the way first and 10.
At the 48-yard line.
70. 40, 70. Ready.
They'll look to throw again. Now a run here off the RPO, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. He'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
60 bucks. Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Dragon 60.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Nick's going to keep this himself. This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To throw is Nix. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Nix. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix in the final seconds of the first half. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime. And he clanks it off the right upright. And it's no good. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cowboy 80.
They'll throw now on the final play. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Check smash.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the 3rd quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready, ready?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain, or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And they nearly sprung in that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 46 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
Ready? Here we go, here we go. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Scotty Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fights through it. Well, a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
It gets this complete to Shaheed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Nix from the shotgun. Throwing one incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. To throw, here's Nix. Gets it underneath, here's Harvey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down. They're going. It's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Cowboy 80.
2nd and 14. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for it. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield. Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Now it's Nix. A short throw to Ingram. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing Nix. He targets England for another grab. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Nix. He'll swing this out to Harvey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Nick's going to keep this himself. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
60 Bison, 60, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, pass. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he finds Austin complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
I thought once he got out of the pocket, he was looking further downfield. Instead, he brings his sight lines back to a shorter route, settles on his receiver running the drag left to right, and they wind up not getting a whole lot out of that one.
Looking to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack.
21 at the 47-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
60, Cougar 19. Cup 19, Cup 19. Trap 60, Trap 60.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On the set.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's fourth and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. He's got him in. Complete. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. So the failure to convert, no doubt, really hurts. But this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help in big ways. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing is stopping them on defense now. They can't let them get a first down and make them use their timeouts and get a fresh set of down. They've got to stop them right here. And if so, they've still got an opportunity.
And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it. Here's Harvey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. They'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Here's Nix. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't fox. We call them Chaucer cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of hot. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be, I gotta stay. me some in the counter that's dry. Riding in spaceship like Bunny and Clyde. Don't worry, baby, I keep me some fire. Shenanigans and Birkin, she cannot decide. The ladies Mercedes, here go to surprise. Don't sleep on Miss Lady, help ride. Back while I'm gripping her side. Nigga mad back, this ain't regular size. You really fly, we like Pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her the skies. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sign her and change her whole life. I told her to goggle and work on her highs. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the knots. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it don't false. We call him